Hello, Covenant friends. I'm excited to talk to you again about our two spirituals for this week. Today is March 23rd, and our first spiritual is Michael Row the Boat Ashore. One of the most recorded songs of all time, this traditional spiritual has found its way onto the albums of Harry Belafonte, Pete Seeger, the Lennon Sisters, the Beach Boys, the Smothers Brothers, Peter, Paul, and Mary, the Weavers, and that's just to name a few. The Highwaymen also recorded it in 1961, and after it was released, it climbed to number one on the pop and easy listening charts, and it stayed there for about 5 weeks. And it quickly became a popular anthem for folk artists and civil rights activists at the time. Unlike many other spirituals and slave songs, historians are fairly confident they can pinpoint where this particular song came from and when it came to be. Michael Row the Boat Ashore was first noted during the Civil War at St. Helena Island, one of the sea islands in South Carolina. It was sung by former slaves whose owners abandoned them there on the island before the Union Navy arrived to enforce a blockade. The island was previously seized from the Confederacy. Shortly after, Charles Picard Ware, who was an abolitionist and a Harvard graduate, came to supervise the plantations on St. Helena Island from 1862 to 1865. He wrote down the song in music notation as he heard the freedmen and freedwomen singing it. As a side note, St. Helena is also the center of the linguistically distinct African American language and Gullah culture that produced the song Kumbaya. Historians classify Michael Row the Boat Ashore as a work song, a rowing song, and some would even argue as a sea shanty because those singing it were literally rowing boats at the time. Michael most likely refers to the archangel who would help guide the boat to the promised land, the land of milk and honey, even when the rowing was tough. The goal was making it to the other side, where believers would be reunited with loved ones, where they would be rewarded for their good work. This very spirited version of Michael Row the Boat Ashore you're about to hear is sung by American gospel singer Marion Williams. Marion was born in Miami, Florida in August of 1927. She left school at the young age of 9 to help support her family by holding jobs as a maid, a nurse, a factory worker, and also as a laundry attendant with her mom. Growing up in Miami, she was influenced by blues, jazz, and calypso and began singing in front of audiences at a young age. In 1964, while visiting friends in Philadelphia, she happened to sing before an audience that included Clara and Gertrude Ward. They recognized her talent and immediately offered her a job. A year later, she became part of the famous Ward Singers, and her unique, growling vocal style made her one of the group's undisputed stars for years. Here is Michael Row the Boat Ashore, sung by Marion Williams and recorded in 1965.